Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pronoun TV and the Stephanie Stevens Show. I'm just doing a quick drop in tonight to do my game show, How Smart Are You? For those of you who have never seen the show, it's just a recap of different celebrities or different trivia. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Pronoun TV and the Stephanie Stevens Show. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Lots of new things are coming for September. And we're going to start our game show off tonight with all different, sort of a mix of trivia. So, like I said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Stephanie Stevens, and nice to meet you guys out there. I know I haven't been on Facebook Live for a while. It's because we're filming the shows for the new season for September. So it's going to be quite interesting because we've stepped up our game. We're going to start our show off tonight with our first talk show host. She was in the movie Hairspray, the Broadway production of Hairspray. She used to be on very early in the morning, competing with Geraldo and Sally Jessy Raphael. She was quite fabulous, and we love her. Anybody know who this talk show host is? Anybody know who this talk show host is? She was in the Broadway musical with John Travolta, Hairspray. Anybody know who this woman is? This is the incredible Miss Ricki Lake. Miss Ricki Lake from Hairspray. We love us some Ricki Lake. Our next talk show host was from Early Morning, one of the 6 or 7 black talk show hosts on primetime television. Anybody know who this gentleman is? This gentleman did a lot for the LGBT two-spirit pronoun community. This is Mr. Montel Williams. That's right. This is Mr. Montel Williams from Early Morning talk show host. Our next talk show host, she used to wear red rimmed glasses. And the woman that's in the picture with her is the most famous woman on television now. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to guess that, but let's try and see what happens. Anybody know who this red rim eyeglass wearing talk show host is and who this woman is? She's the most famous woman on television right now. This is Sally Jessy Raphael and Judge Judy. This is Judge Judy, the most powerful woman on television right now. This is Judge Judy and Sally Jessy Raphael. Our next talk show host started her career in the 1950s. She was fabulous. She's one of the creators of The View. One of the creators of The View. She used to also be on 2020. Anybody know who this woman is? This woman is. Anybody know who this fabulous talk show is? She's retired now. This is the incredible Miss Barbara Walters. Miss Barbara Walters from The View and 2020. Our next early morning talk show host. We miss him. He's passed on now, and they used to have the highly rated talk show early in the morning. We used to watch these two before we watched Ryan and Kelly. Anybody know who this gentleman is? This is Regis Philbin and Kathy Lee Gifford. They used to be the king and queen of early morning talk shows. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Pronoun TV. I'm Stephanie Stevens, and today my game show is How Smart Are You? It's a mix of trivia. Our next celebrity is part of the Kardashian clan. He is now a she. He won a gold medal in 1979 for pole vaulting, and she's running for governor of one of the California states now. One of the states. And anybody know who this Kardashian clan member is? Anybody know who this is? This is Caitlyn Jenner. Used to be Bruce Jenner. He's part of the LGBT two-spirit pronoun community. And she's trying to do something. She was on The Masked Singer. Oh! I won't say anything negative because that's not what the show's about. But I didn't know she sang. But anyway, our next celebrity is the creator of The View. Is the creator of The View. Anybody know who this fabulous woman is? She was on another show called 2020. She was one of the talk show hosts, the main talk show host on 2020. She was on with Hugh Downs. Now, I don't know if you guys remember this show. It might be too young for you guys. You guys might be too young to remember. This is Barbara Walters, the creator of The View. Barbara Walters, the creator of The View. We love her from 2020, and she used to be on there with Hugh Downs. Oh, I used to love to say that all the time. Hugh Downs. Oh, that name is fabulous. Our next celebrity, talk show host, they used to call him Carrot Top. Carrot Top or Ginger. That's what they call him, Ginger. Anybody know who this Carrot Top Ginger talk show host is? Anybody know who this? He was part of the late night host on Late Night. This is Mr. Conan O'Brien. Mr. Conan O'Brien, late night talk show host. Fabulous, fabulous. Our next talk show host, who I think is very cute, very butch. I watch his show all the time because I just think that he's funny. I do. I think that he's the funniest one of all on Late Night. I'm sorry, I do. This is Mr. Jimmy Kimmel, the man who I think is the funniest on late night television. Very funny. Mr. Jimmy Kimmel is very funny. Very funny. King of Late Night. That's what I'll call him. I'll call him the King of Late Night. I'm sure some of y'all would disagree with me, and that's okay. We all have different people that we like and we love. Our next talk show host used to be the King of Late Night. He used to be the king. Anybody know who he is? He used to be the king of late night television. This is Mr. Larry King. I used to love watching the show Larry King Live. Oh, reminds me of my first name. There's somebody in the closet named Larry. Well, anyway, our next talk show host is fabulous and amazing. He has 104 vintage cars. 104 vintage cars. He's not on television anymore, but he's doing these little YouTube channel things, and he's quite funny. And I miss him because I used to think he was very funny. He took over for David Letterman. Well, him and David Letterman were in competition, and David Letterman won out, but we still love him anyway. He has 104 vintage cars. Anybody know who this gentleman is? Anybody know who this gentleman is? This is Mr. Jay Leno. Jay Leno, from Late Night. We love Jay Leno. That look is just, you can never not know who Jay Leno is. That look is just synonymous. Our next celebrity is from the Blade series. From the Blade series. Apparently, he spent 3 years in jail for tax evasion. Apparently. That's what I heard. And but I used to love watching his movies. He was also in the LGBT two-spirit pronoun community movie To Wong Fu. Doesn't make a very attractive woman, but he was in that movie. Anybody know who this gentleman is? Anybody know who this gentleman is? He was in the movie To Wong Fu. This is Mr. Wesley Snipes. Mr. Wesley Snipes. He just did a guest appearance in Eddie Murphy's Coming to America 2. Our next celebrity is an upset supermodel. The queen of the catwalk. She can walk like nobody else, and she's beautiful, but she's upset all the time. Apparently, she likes beating up the maids in New York City. Apparently. That's what I heard. Anybody know who this beautiful supermodel is with a real bad attitude? Anybody know who this woman is? Anybody know who this woman is? Fabulous though. She's beautiful and she can walk like nobody else. The queen of the catwalk. This is Miss Naomi Campbell. But don't get on her bad side because she will hit you. That's what I heard. I don't know, but I heard that. Our next celebrity, well, sort of semi-celebrity, the FBI went and got her, I think from Jamaica or Trinidad, because she scammed Floridians out of $6 million. Anybody remember this woman? Anybody remember? She had a famous saying. When you would answer the phone, she would say her name and people would say, who? And she would say it again and people would hang up on her. But apparently she scammed the senior citizens in Florida out of $6 million. This woman, they put her in jail. I don't know if she's alive or dead now. I don't remember if she's alive or dead. But this is Miss Cleo. This is Miss